Working on the land, walking hand in hand, riding on a deer, out where the sky is clear. Getting up at dawn, dirty boots and brawn, investing in the soil, reaping fruits of toil. The old MacDonald farm. The old MacDonald farm. The old MacDonald farm.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Old MacDonald Farm. It's another Saturday morning and we're out here doing some more honeydews and wrapping up some projects up here. I'm actually starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of little things that I need to do, but a lot of the major projects are pretty much finished up at this point. Want to give you a couple of updates. It's a Saturday morning, about 10 o'clock, a little foggy, a little damp and dark out there right now. However, we are on our way up to 65 degrees and sunny this afternoon. So got some company coming up this afternoon and just trying to get cleaned up a little bit and get a couple things done before they get up here. One of the things that I've already gotten done is some painting under this window. That has been like that for like a year and a half now, and it's drying, so it looks a little funny, but I finally am getting the paint underneath that window cleaned up, so that'll be real nice. The biggest thing I want to show you are the new windows. 5 new windows in the basement, 2 new windows in the garage, so let's go take a look at that. First, we're out here in the garage. We have 2 brand new windows out here. The windows that were here before were just a single pane sheet glass, not very energy efficient, but also they wouldn't open. So these do open, there's screens on there, so now we can open those up, get some air in here without having to open up the garage doors. I am planning on painting all this summer. There's some touch-up work that needs to be done in terms of the drywall. Somebody came through and mudded most of the seams, but it's been like this for many, many years, so some of the tape is peeling off. So that's a project for the summer. I also, this morning, I put in had a couple extra pieces of cedar around, so I put in a nice little cedar windowsill there. I'll cover this up and paint it white. And then I also put in a blind. If you have never seen these at Lowe's, they're really nice. You just pull them down to where you want it to go, and then when you want it back up, you just push it back up. So got some blinds on the windows for security, and screens on the windows for some fresh air. So those are the 2 new windows in the garage. Okay, the other thing before we head downstairs is I have finished a couple of coats of paint in the stairwell as well. This looks really nice. Got a new light, it's all freshened up, a little bit of caulking that I need to do down the side there, and then the next phase will be to take care of these steps. I'm going to be painting the risers, I believe it's called, and then putting fresh wood down on the steps itself. So that's a project for another day. Okay, so down here in the basement, we have 5 new windows that have been installed. You may remember the original windows were a single pane glass. There was a lot of air still that was getting through them. So from a security standpoint, from an energy efficiency standpoint, this will be a lot nicer. The other advantage to these windows is both sides can open up, and there's a screen out there that you can slide to either side, whichever side's open. So basically we can open all 5 windows, get a nice little breeze in here, and flush out the air that's in the basement as well. The previous windows did not open. So thank you to the Window Source of Morgantown. They've helped us out with all of our windows. Eddie and his crew do a fantastic job. They do a really nice job caulking around everything, putting the trim on there. It's a really nice product when it's finished up. They've been great to work with. So 5 new windows in the basement, 2 new windows in the garage. Let's talk about the deck. Okay, so for those of you who've been with the channel a while, you know that we used to have a deck off the kitchen here. I believe it was a 12 by 12, might have been a 14 by 14, something like that. The wood was pretty worn, so we decided when we were redoing all the stuff on the back of the house, it was easier to just take that off and start over, knowing that we were going to start over anyway. So we now have a deck on order. Probably in the next 6 to 7 weeks, they're thinking mid-May, they'll be out here to install that. I'll put a rendering up here, but basically it's going to be a 16 by 12, 16 feet wide, 12 feet long. The entire front is going to be stairs that step down into the pasture, and they're going to flare out at the bottom. They'll be as wide as 20 feet at the bottom, but nice little touch there. And then we'll have black aluminum rails on that, and again, it's going to be made out of Trex material because of the weathering that happens up here. There's a little more expense up front on that, but I think we'll get a longer life out of the deck, and we don't have to worry about staining it, sealing it every single year. So that is in the works as well. Okay, well, the sun is lifted, the fog is clearing out, and my company is on the way. So I think we're going to call that just about that for video this week. I did not get to the cabinets, which is why I came up here today, but so be it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.